Okay, guys, hi. Welcome to my absolute mess of a car. My name is Matthew. If you haven't met me before, restoring a 72 Mustang with a 302 and updates on that 302 and a C4 transmission with a 2.79 rear, 14-inch tires, standard suspension, nothing's been changed. I forgot these are those pants. Factory AC, power brakes and brake boosters, stuff like that. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. This has been going on since 2024, about March, or I guess April or May 2024. And it's been a crazy journey. I've gone through a couple jobs. A new place. This is like the third. This is the third place that I've been at since starting this car restoration project. Yeah, I suppose I'll just edit that out. A lot of stuff going on right now. All right. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. I've got a billion different side projects going on right now, and I wanted to take a couple minutes to be able to talk to you guys, give you an update. I did post a video a couple days ago. It was filmed back in January-ish, literally January of 2025. So we're still a year behind, a year and some change behind, but I promise to actually start. I'm gonna just put out videos randomly, and they're just gonna come out. There's no schedule, there's no nothing. It's just I'm gonna do it as much as I can. There's a bunch of stuff going on right now. There are three predominant things that are going on in my life right now. So one is I got a different job. I work with my buddy now. I think I might have updated you guys with that before. And it's a moving company, which is very strange. I never would have pictured myself there, but it makes very good money. I work really hard, and the pay is great, and it keeps me on a schedule, which is probably the most valuable thing. I think some of my friends have seen me like genuinely deteriorate when I'm on a schedule of which it's just pure by the feel of it, and it's terrible. I go to bed terribly late, and it's just there's no structure, and I just do very poorly, it appears, when I go to bed super late and then wake up super late, which, surprise, surprise, is not even good for you anyway. So I spend my days waking up at, anywhere from 5:30 to 6:30, anywhere around those on my days on. My days off can be a little bit more play, but that's just kind of me personally. Anyways, so with all that in mind, that takes a lot of my time. So I'm running anywhere from 40 to 70-ish hours a week. I've seen as low as 20, and I've seen as high as about 70-ish, So I think I've mentioned that before, but that is why we are not getting as much done as I would have hoped to, but we're still making a lot of background things happen, which is great. There's a big breakthrough, a couple things. So I'm actually going to tell you guys now. We'll get to this eventually because we're kind of we're out of order right now, but huge news. So within the past two-ish months, I have acquired a new carburetor. So it's no longer the 500 that I had previously, which was Edelbrock Fortuno 5 or something. I forget which one. I had that one. I still have it technically. It's at the shop, which is number 2, the second job. It's a classic car shop that I kind of just pop in every once in a while. And then going back, the third thing is the soap business. So I'm actually going to publicly say this. I have a release date of July. So if you know about it, if you want to know about it, please let me know, and I'll totally be happy to fill you in. A lot of cool stuff going on with it, but essentially it's just organic skincare. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a long time coming. I've messed with the formulas a lot, done a lot of research and background stuff, and it's been going very well. And I'm very happy to say that it's legit. The vision will be seen through, and You're gonna get a whole bunch. You'll see product placement everywhere. I mean, genuinely, it's the kind of stuff that keeps your hands clean, your body healthy, and a lot more where that's coming from. But that is the third thing that's been taking up my time, and it's been very rewarding. And at the same token, it's just been a lot, and it kind of forces me to not really be able to take care of this car as much as I want to. But I've again gotten some background stuff done. So the next thing I wanted to mention was the carburetor 650, which is fantastic. We love that. Want the breathability, all that good stuff, and a great idle, and that's going to really help it wake up a little bit. I got a new starter, so a starter for a 289. So I did buy a different starter for like $100. Both were $100. Or actually, no, this starter was for $50. The 289 that I'm talking about, and then that starter that I was mentioning was, I don't know, it was a great deal. Maybe it was $25, maybe it was 50, I forget. But that one I think was meant maybe for like the 350Ms and 460, or like just not compatible with my block, which is okay. I'll resell that or just give it to someone. Probably not give it to someone, but or throw it in the truck that I want to get, which is a 70. Well, that's a later thing. We don't have to worry about that right now. Cannot take any more projects at the moment, unfortunately, including women. Anyways, so with that, I have a new starter, new carburetor. There's something else. Big news. This is the big thing. So just a few days ago, I was able to confirm, find, and make sure that everything was fine. But I'm actually outsourcing the block to an automotive shop here in Arizona. It's in Mesa. When they've done a completed perfect job, I will be happy to go over everything in an in-depth video. But it's looking very promising. My boss actually recommended me to them. He spoke very highly of them, and mentioned that they were under new management, or under new ownership actually, and said owner was really on fire for it. He was really excited to get it going, expanding the business, typical young guy stuff. And this is primarily an industry which is kind of dying out. I mean, there's only a few of them here in Arizona actually, or not. Okay, I'm lying. There's not many here in Arizona, but it's I mean, that is kind of a dying art, I suppose. Not a lot of people out there with CNC machines. That's just how it goes. But this shop is perfect. I saw a couple of EVIT guys over there, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking for them to take care of my block, to treat it the way I would, and just off my memory, we kind of mentioned. I think I might have mentioned this a long time ago, but that 302 block that I had, disassembled everything. It did have a lip in it on like maybe one or two of them. I knew for a fact that I'd have to hone it out, but I didn't realize how much of a gap it would be. By his feel, obviously he's been doing this for a long time. He's like, yeah, I think you might have to go over 30 over, which unfortunate, unfortunate, because what this means is the diameter of said bore, the cylinder, needs to be shaven, or needs material removed, and it essentially widening it, or essentially just enlarging it. And what that means is, and that's what honing is just, getting rid of material via, hang on, dead. So that's what honing is, using a ceramic, think of sandpaper, you're just removing material. And you would have to go 30 over to, 30 over is quite a bit. So 30 over, you would have to get new pistons, you have to get new ring sizing for said pistons, which is really unfortunate. And that also implies probably rods or connecting rods and those things. I'm forgetting what they're called, the pins, or whatever. Probably no. The crank is good, but yeah, no. It's just terribly unfortunate because that just means more money spent, and that also changes my true 302 block into a 306. And even if he had to go over 60 over, then it changes. I forget what it would be. But whatever. So that's just it's just money spent. Obviously, so I'm making a lot more money now, which is fantastic. So I can absorb said costs. That's fine. It doesn't kill me. I really genuinely set to plan to do all this stuff myself, but that's very helpful. And there are people who are smarter and wiser than me, and I need to listen to them, you know? So, yeah. And with that said, this also kind of, the C4 I plan to put on a shift kit for it. I already have it. Just needs to be put in. And there I also, anyway, so this changes a few things, which also means that, you know, more horsepower. I still want to build up the reliability of it. So, you know, improve, the valve train already needed to be redone with, you know, new springs and maybe rockers. I can't remember what the ratio was, and then definitely push rods. So a lot of money is gonna get spent, guys. There's just no way around it, but we can keep it not crazy. Like we're not making a freaking, you know, 700 horsepower car, you know, not doing that. If I wanted to do that, I could have just bought myself a Godzilla engine. Done deal. It's perfect. Anyway, so, but I am thinking now about changing out the rear, maybe swapping it or just, you know, changing out the gear. I mean, the labor is all going to be me, so I don't care about that. It's mainly the cost of, I think it might be cheaper to switch it out. But I do really want to keep this car as original as possible, kind of, as you know, so, and I very much had planned to make this a Boss 302. 72 Boss 302. That didn't exist. You guys might know, or for all my Ford enthusiasts. So this is the way it went down. So the Boss 302 nameplate came out in '69. Was on 70. It's been on some of the newer cars, more notably the I think 12 and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember if it was like 06 or 07, 08, 09. I forget. It was one of those. One of the SM97 generation, and then the 2012, or I forget. So Boss nameplate, Boss 302, Boss whatever, has been a iconic nameplate, and it's really awesome. And I wanted to make mine that because in 1971 they had planned. So there was Boss 3. Yeah, there's Boss 351s. I can't remember which year. And then they also had a Boss 302 that they're gonna push for the 71. They made one prototype. One prototype. It was a fastback, beautiful. And funny enough, it was also yellow. And I very much, basically through all the engine and all that, you know, all the stuff I'm doing to it, the horsepower would be pretty much the same. I wanted to make it, and I realized, wait, genius idea. I'm gonna throw on the spoiler, the rear spoiler. What else? I was gonna get the sports Mach 1 grill and all that stuff. I was gonna deck this thing out, and I still am. And I realized that it was just too perfect not to do the Boss 302 nameplate on it. And basically, I guess it's called a tribute. I'm gonna keep my language relaxed here, or not relaxed. I'm gonna keep it PG, but I think that's and yeah. So, but anyway, so it's a Boss 302 without really being a Boss 302 is what it is. And that's what I want to make it, but unfortunately, again, the whole 30 over bit changes the cubic inches, blah blah blah, and it's gonna make it not a true 302 anymore, which is really unfortunate. So, but we're gonna have to deal with it. We're just gonna take the punch. We're gonna adjust. We're gonna improve other things to make sure that this car can handle it, and then we'll be right as rain. Speaking of cars, yeah, we won't go into that. Short story, I'm getting a lift on this thing. I'm doing it all myself. I have like a bunch of the parts like literally right here, but it's a whole mess and I need to clean this up a little bit. Going back to the Mustang, I'm going to be switching out my material, my walnut shell, for probably a somewhat, not, it's going to be like medium grit, 60 or 70 to 100. Sprayable, I'm forgetting, probably something oxide, I forget. But I'm going to be switching out for a different one that basically is going to damage my lungs. I'll still wear a mask, of course, but I need to get all this crap off. I did spend some time using this material, but it wasn't working very well. It's not really suited for rust removal, so at least that I've seen, and at what I'm doing here, it's not really great for my setup, so I'm just gonna have to go bite the bullet, you know, put down $50, get myself however much material I need, blow this whole thing out. From there, I'm going to wipe it all down, make it beautiful and pretty, and prepped for a layer of primer, and then I'm gonna paint it black, and then this engine bay will be ready to go. from there. And I'm probably gonna have to section this off because like I really like I'm just starting to get to this point where I want this car running, which is why I pulled the trigger on dropping the engine off at the shop. Because genuinely, this stuff, guys, does not take a whole lot of time. It's life that gets in the way, and it's just annoying sometimes, honestly, because this car isn't even on my mind. Like 3 out of 7 days of the week, I think about this car all the time and what I'm going to do, and I'm doing small bits of research and small stuff that I can in between all the stuff I'm doing for the business that I'm setting up and that will be taking off again July release. And yeah, I mean, it just feels like I'm stagnant in a sense, but I'm genuinely doing so much. And there's a mosquito I need to kill here. All right, whatever. So yeah, I mean, there's just so much to do, plenty to do, all kinds of doing, and also taking time to spend time with my friends and try to balance some kind of lifestyle. And then me time's kind of non-existent, but I have started watching my Invincible, and The Boys just came back with season 5. I haven't watched it yet because I haven't had time, and today is what, Friday? So anyways, so yeah, just so much to do, and there's so many mosquitoes to be killed. I mean, if they just stayed away from me, that'd be great, Anyways, I think that's it. I mean, other than that, gym, I go like maybe once or twice a week. My weights have been good, or the standards. I'm not maxing out every week, but I am doing that whole kind of Mike Mentzer bit that I mentioned maybe like a couple videos ago. My lifts keep going up. I keep getting stronger. I need to improve my sleep for sure a little bit, and getting more weight, which is great. You can't even tell. And also, I'm not actively trying to show any skin on this channel. I think that's just wildly inappropriate. But honestly, when I will be doing, hey, forewarning here, when I am doing engine work and stuff, and it's like genuinely like 112, I'm not gonna wear a shirt. I'm realizing that I don't care. And also, the sun faces directly this way during the day, so yeah, just gotta deal with it, unfortunately. So I will put in a trigger warning, like, hey, I'll be shirtless. Hide your, I can't say that. Yeah, anyways, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back on that. Anyways, I think that's it. Hello there. What do you want? So hang on. Can't do anything these days. Aside from that, I mean, geez, I have some videos to release for you guys, and I'll be doing that like as much as possible. I'll probably be dropping this one today, whatever today is, April something. It's a Friday, and it's April 10th, I think. You see these guys, right? I know you see these guys. Anyways, yeah. My mess of a car that hasn't been cleaned out in a little bit. I actually used to have this whole thing lined up perfectly, but then I started needing to use stuff, and then it became an issue. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna go check if there's anything I need to show you guys. I think that's it. I mean, I got a new welder, Flux Core, titanium. It's a green one from this one cheap store. Again, no shout outs. No one's giving me money. That's gonna help with the exhaust. I mean, I was delusional to think that I could do it with stick. I could do it with stick, but it would just be a pain in the butt, and I realized that time is of the essence, people. Yeah. All right, aside from that, life is good. Need to clean. Oh, I need to eat. Yeah, I just got back from work. Changed in this because I thought I was going to do something, but then it occurred to me I'm starving, so I need to eat. And then may go out tonight. Actually, no, I need to edit a video first, eat, and then, nope, and then I need to do some designs for said business that I'm setting up related to soap. And once I do all that and I finish that up, then I can essentially go out or something. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'm getting uncomfortable because there is a couple walking here, so I'm gonna leave this be and wrap it up. Okay, they're gone now. This is the official goodbye. I hope you guys. I'm gonna shoot someone. They're gone. They were just staring. They made me feel weird. Okay, aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. Thank you so much for your time. Genuinely, seriously, it's lovely to have you guys here. It's great to give you guys some updates. I enjoy sharing this stuff. So, aside from that, you guys have a lovely evening, or good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are. However, I got 0 words, man. I'm running out of brain cells. So, all right, take care. You have a good one, okay?